to know, what brought you here in the first place?
It was my idea, and I think it was just a desire to have a refresher, really, to have some time together, away from the kids, away from normal life, have some time to talk and obviously get a bit of input. So just to refresh our relationship, really.
Okay, and for you, Tim?
Yeah, the same. And I think we wanted to come for quite a while, but it's never worked out time-wise. So the dates worked, and next week's our 19th anniversary.
Oh,
so it's
congratulations.
It's good
Good
timing,
timing.
to take time out and think, how do we build our marriage for the next decade?
Wow, what a great question. So can I ask you, what are you going to be taking away from this weekend?
Lots and lots of things. Some of the things that stand out are the discipline in a time of conflict to get Tim's perspective before I try to make him see my perspective, and to work towards a solution from a place of agreement. So that's something that stands out for me.
Me too.
I mean, it sounds quite a simple thing, but to stop saying "but," to learn to listen more and not to sort of say yes, but I meant this, but to learn a new skill, I guess, of actually listening and not thinking of an excuse or trying to explain myself. And that I don't think comes naturally. So it's learning a new language, I guess.
Can I ask you, Tim, I'll ask you first. If there was some chap watching this interview thinking, I don't know about a marriage weekend, sounds a bit sort of scary or fluffy, what would you say to a person who was thinking that?
Well, I would be that type of person naturally, I guess. Not particularly wanting to be in a setting where I would be expected to talk about everything to everybody, and it wasn't like that. So it was. This has been a very relaxing, warm, safe environment. Lots of fun, lots of laughter. It's been a time really, mostly to talk together, so not to talk in front of the group, but to talk together, and just in a really easy setting to chat and to think about different approaches and different ways of talking and listening. And I think because of that sort of safe, fun environment, rather than things appearing to be problems and being kind of magnified and seeming bigger, actually they seem smaller, and it's quite easy to talk in this setting.
That's great.
So things don't seem insurmountable problems.
What about you, Em? If there was, somebody thinking, "Shall I go on this sort of weekend?" What would you say to them?
I think it's been fantastic to be with such a great group of people. If 4 other wonderful couples sharing great meal times together, beautiful countryside, and then just to have time together, as Tim was saying, lots of time to talk together, which you wouldn't normally have in normal life, and you would very rarely carve that time out for yourselves outside of a context like this. So as well as really great input, we all think that we know how to live our marriages, but there are lots of things that we can learn that are very, very helpful. So for me it's been, I think really, as you were saying, a great fun, warm environment, nothing cringy. I was a little bit worried about sort of a counselling feel to it. It wasn't like that at all. Very just normal people sharing their normal relationships and enjoying one another, really. So it was great.
Great, well thanks very much for talking to us, appreciate it.
Great pleasure.